But they were just telling me last night that rip. Yep.
Later, Nathan. Shoutouts to Link. Hell yeah. All right, got vowels A-E-I-O-U.
The Sheik corner.
Yeah, Sheik corner.
The Sheik
Both of us
corner talking about
dirty Sheik players.
dirty Sheik players. Now sitting down with two characters that hate Sheik players.
Yeah. Well, David doesn't. David doesn't hate anybody. You ask David, he will never. I've never once heard him say he hates anybody.
Wow. That's a really good. That's a really good mindset.
He's a sweetheart.
That's pretty sweet.
Qwins, he's a shit talker. Am I allowed to say that?
You know what? Kate's away from the desk, so I think we can get away with a little.
Yeah. For this time.
That's pretty clean.
Chase, Qwins is the kind of guy where he's a ton of fun to play with. I love being around him, but he will talk trash about you behind your back.
Ooh, behind your back.
Yeah, but it's not super malicious. He just. I don't know.
No, I know what you mean. I think that's important actually to every scene is you need somebody to stir up a little drama.
I want to beat him so bad every time because I know if I lose, I won't hear the end of it.
I definitely have a couple players like that where I'm like, I'm not allowed.
Yeah, I can't give you anything. So last time Qwins and I played, he beat me in singles, but I beat him today in doubles. So, I have recency bias.
Exactly.
That's kind of
so obviously you'd be the higher seed player in this instance now.
Oh yeah, because doubles.
Yeah, doubles for double skill.
But the match at hand, Quinn's taking the first stock, and David usually has a really strong mindset, but in this situation, I hope he doesn't crack.
Who sent him to losers?
Qwins did.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is a run back.
It is a run back, and Chase is cooking a little bit today.
As far as I know, Qwins had never beaten David before that. I think he had beaten David's Falco, his secondary, but he hadn't beaten his Marth as far as I know.
So that's so this is a little bit of
that's an SD. David.
Oh, look at its face. Yeah. His face is already.
My God, David says.
I don't know. This is a situation where I feel like. I tell players this a lot, where it's I feel like getting upset over an SD is actually much a bigger deal than actually losing a stock.
That's honestly, I agree with you because you SD and you make yourself. You put yourself in a worse position, and then also your mindset gets put in a worse position.
That was pretty telegraphed. That was that situation.
But David, he's stronger than that. He might get a little sad about one game, but this next game, he does not want to lose.
Yeah.
This is full force, and we're going to Yoshi's, of course.
Oh, of course. So this is really I feel like this is going to be the really great situation for. Ooh. I kind of see. I don't know. He's just positioning. Samus is such an interesting character to me because fundamentally, I feel like if you look at her on paper, she should not be a super great character.
Yeah, she is weird.
But she's one of those characters like Luigi where you play the game more than you play your character.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some people when they play Marth, they're oh, I'm playing a Marth. You know? But when you start to get the other players, oh, okay, no, I'm playing David.
Yeah, this guy, David does certain things versus, WPHP. Have you ever played with Kyle?
I think I
couldn't be two more different players, I swear. Or Jared.
Yeah.
They're very, very different Marths. I can think of how I need to play against each of them.
Things you look out for, whether they like to grab more. It seems like David in these situations really likes these up Bs to knock him off stage.
See, I feel like David does really well with the lead because he is not afraid. He's a patient player. He's not afraid to wait. He will chill if that's what he needs to do.
I think that's really that new style of Marth that's coming in that I think is really unlocking Marth's full potential in the game.
That's definitely what he's all about. But he's also subject to maybe if he's losing, sometimes he gets rattled like anybody. Especially against someone you don't want to lose against, like Qwins.
Yeah, that's always something I feel like when you're kind of on the come up, you kind of have this thing where people, I feel like they can say, "Oh my gosh, that was pretty sweet by Chase."
Yeah.
But you kind of have this thing where you're worried about other people. When they catch up to you, you feel almost embarrassed. Something like that. Because you're oh, you kind of get this thing where oh, I'm the higher seed. You should win.
I should win, yeah.
When I think that, if anything, it's a built-in letting other players in the come beat you. Is if you're too worried about that, it's a built-in.
There's a huge difference between playing to not lose and playing to win.
Exactly.
If you're I don't want to lose, it's way scarier and you get more nervous, and it's just I don't play as well, at least personally.
Yeah. But what I really like about this is David, who's really, I feel like this is when Marth plays his best, is he's putting me in these situations where he'll cover one option, say covering him coming in with a fair, and then he'll do the auto cancel and then covered the other option of him going low.
Yeah.
And that's something where I feel like Marth really, that's his whole game plan, I feel like, across the entire cast.
Yeah.
Really.
You really got to get your edge guards in, especially.
Yeah, exactly. And he's doing a really good job of, like, not letting characters like this when they crouch. Like, he's force stocking him in this game, too.
Yeah.
Like, this is such a...
This is the power of
As we
Dave.
were talking, he was just really kind of coming back and...
Yeah, he does not want to lose. He already lost to him once today, and that was like...
Yeah.
He was bummed out.
Yeah.
You know, after that loss, and so he is definitely trying to not lose here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's interesting. He's kind of trying to feel it out. Yeah, I think it's smart where he's kind of like rolling out with tilts. At this point, like, you know, this percent, like, I mean, Samus kind of wants to do tilts at any point, but like when you kind of do these safe pokes, getting Marth off stage, with any character. Oh, that was a little. He's feeling a little bit. He's kind of like,
David
ooh.
wants the force dog bad. He's playing so safe.
He's so safe. He's not going for anything risky. I feel like the taunt, the S-Fat taunt.
Yeah.
The taunt where you're down.
Dang it, Qwins. What are you doing?
Oh, and no JV4, so is he just gonna go off?
Yeah.
Man, that's fair. That's something that I feel like a lot of Samuses get away with. You know, it's like the fair where like you never anticipate how far it's gonna go from a ledge.
All right. Yeah, you can get pretty far into the stage.
Yeah. Oh, that was pretty neat. This is something also I think I don't know if other players really have this, but kind of when you almost like start to lose focus when you start force talking somebody because you kind of check out. You're kind of like, well, I want to do something cool, and I was about to say he was kind of cooking. He really kind of like brought himself back in neutral, or he's at least holding his own and not letting just like David just throw him off stage and really like run a train.
So both of these guys are in my carpool that I came with, and we were talking about taunting mid-game on the car trip, and I think David was saying that he was like, if someone's taunting me, I'll taunt them back, you know, just to give it back to them or whatever.
Yeah, like spend it back.
But Qwins believes that you can rattle your opponent by taunting. And I think that's true for some people, definitely. And so I think Qwins is maybe just trying to rattle David a little bit because he knew like he wasn't super happy after he lost, obviously.
Yeah.
So he's like, maybe I can beat David in the mind game. And okay, so David's going Sheik here, which David has actually a pretty good Sheik. And he told me earlier today, he's like, if I play Chase again, I'm going to play Sheik.
Oh.
And here it is, like when Chase counter picks.
I think this is interesting also. We're starting to kind of enter this new meta where like people start really kind of starting to cover. I mean, obviously Mewtwo King's been doing this for forever, where he's like covers, you know, Sheik for like his Marth's bad stages. But I don't know, I feel like a lot more people are kind of starting to like really pick it out. I like these kind of counter picks where it's like I only play Sheik on this stage. You know, I don't know if this is actually what he does, but
right. I don't know if it's Streamland specifically. So
or like
in my
even
mind,
just specifically Samus.
Yeah, I think it was. So Tyler, Shrek's Whisper, who was just on the stream, him and David are like pals, you know, both Southern Oregon boys. They team together all the time, both very good. And Shrek's Whisper like destroyed Qwins earlier. As he's like 3-0'd him, and he even told me like he was like it wasn't very hard. Yeah. Sorry, Chase, if you watched this.
Yeah,
but that's
sorry,
what he
but
said.
you gotta.
Yeah, but that's what he said. And so I think maybe in reaction to that, David was like, I should just play Sheik against him because he's been playing Sheik at locals some. You know, he's just been messing around with her.
That's what I've heard. It seems like he's kind of starting to play around. I heard he's like trying to pick up Falco too.
Yeah, his Falco's really good. I think he even beat Eggs before with his Falco.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy, yeah.
That is really crazy.
But he told me a few days ago that he isn't looking to play Falco anymore. He's putting it on the bench. But he's been playing more Samus and Sheik, actually. But Marth mostly, because that's his main.
Obviously.
But I guess what happened last game was he lost game 1, and David was like, I can beat you with Marth. And so he's like, I'm just going to beat you with Marth, and he did. And then he's like, now I play Sheik on your counter.
Now I'm going to unlock my true power.
But, you know, not like, it's still pretty close, you know.
Yeah. This is something about, I know a lot of people, you know, like the traditional matchup knowledge is like, you know, like Sheik destroys Samus.
Right.
And I do think hypothetically, like, you know.
It's the edge guards, I think.
It's the edge guards. Yeah, that's true. That's really
because you just needle or bomb. She can't double bomb to get up. You can beat out her missiles with, you know, neutral air and with your needles.
Yeah, exactly. And also, like, anytime she gets on stage, like, really, Sheik is pretty prepared to easily cover. Like, the tether, you know, you just wait and then, like, you know, do the rising there. You've seen David kind of doing this a couple times, but he's doing it a little early. I don't know if you watch. Yeah, he's doing it a little early and he's kind of waiting outside to do the pull-up. But, ooh, that was a good
shot.
read. Nice shot, Qwins.
Yeah. I was thinking that, too.
Yeah, it was like, we gotta make up our own memes. We'll figure out our own memes. But this
is the roll away.
He's feeling it a little bit. But anyway, Samus, I feel like people ignore her crouch cancel game is so strong that if you're really
with
lazy,
Samus, definitely.
Yeah, with tilts, like that is something like if you're throwing out tilts,
down smash.
Yeah, down smash, you're going to get down smash, you're going to get forward tilted.
Yeah,
and
plethora of options.
But Sheik's fair is really impressive in this matchup too.
Yeah, can't crouch cancel grab though. I think that's what like sets this matchup, because you get like you down throw him, and you get guaranteed like an aerial or two.
Yeah.
You just tack it on.
And then you keep playing the positional game.
Yeah, and you just outspace, and maybe you like get in some back airs if they try to approach, and then if you get them off stage, you just needle the crap out of them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm really liking seeing him right now, where he's just slowly walling him out.
David is trying to play the matchup right now for sure. And
Yeah.
he's bringing it back like hard right now. He needs to seal the stock, and he's very much in this.
That was really good.
That was a good mix-up.
That was a good mix. I actually really love the needle. Ooh,
I think that's
he's
it.
dead.
Yeah.
50%. Wow.
Qwins just, gets back and just down smashes him off and back airs him. That's going to be it.
And that's how you edge guard.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of low tiers, I think some people, they take that as like playing against Sheik, they take that as like, okay, I'm going to practice and get good against this character.
Right.
And, even having a game plan of like, passively crouch canceling a lot, and, like even right there, that's good also against Marth. I've noticed that, like if he doesn't sweet spot, his
Up
aerials or up tilt.
Oh, his up B, yeah. He gets up tilted so hard.
Yeah.
By
right,
Samus.
He kind of has the same problem. A lot of Mars kind of open themselves up, but they do that full hop. And if they aren't really like careful about their jumps, you can be really careful about either getting like crouch cancel, down smash in the fair, and oh my gosh.
Something else we were talking about in the car today was Samus has this weird effect where if David, say he was like, all right, I don't want to approach you very much anymore. Qwins can start missiling, which is scary. But just charging neutral B, like people just always approach you, is what he was saying. He was like, if I start charging neutral B, people don't let you do that. They try and stop you.
Yeah.
So you just charge it for a second and you bait them to come in and you punish.
That's something I've even kind of tried to do with Sheik a lot more.
Yeah,
lately.
needles have the same effect, but it's like I don't
like
think
Fox's
it's quite the
lasers,
extent.
Falco. Yeah, but especially it's kind
similar.
of they're trying to chase you and they'll throw out something to like hit you because they're like, oh wait, no. And if you cancel it really quick, you can either throw out a hitbox or shield, and oh.
But even with like Falco and Fox, like it's okay to take a few lasers. It's gonna happen. But taking a charge shot to the face by Samus, you can't let that happen.
Yeah, you can't let that happen.
Get knocked out.
Or getting edge guarded in like a scenario like this where he catches you. Ooh.
Yeah,
I feel like he could have teched that, but
yeah, he could have.
He's 145, so that's not too bad. He's got a solid lead. That missile is actually really smart right there. David kind of decided not to hit it, so now he's suddenly given up center stage, and now he's off stage. And
I know this might be biased, but I want David to win right now because I will not hear the end of it if Qwins wins this set.
That's true. You're in the car.
Yeah, no,
and he's going to talk into his face the whole time.
Yeah, he's just going to...
Ooh, he's crouch good. That's really smart. I feel like that actually Marth, that is one answer he has, is like when he kind of does the empty weight, and if he has good spacing on like the tipper fair, that typically, or you can even do like tipper fair and then like fastball to shield, and most of the time like Samus can't really grab you. So if you like, most of the time I found like you can shield before like she can actually get an attack out. Ooh, that's... he tried to do that.
Yeah, I like that. Just the run past, bait him out of shield.
The tap-a-gins.
Honestly, Qwins playing super well today. Like, honestly.
He's playing very clean. Who sent Qwins to losers? Do you know who sent Qwins to losers?
Shrek's Whisper.
Oh, Shrek's Whisper. Oh, yeah, that's right. You mentioned that earlier.
Yeah.
I should have.
Which Shrek's Whisper also today, making it to winners finals.
Wow.
People were like, hey, sleeping on him. They're like, he's good, but I don't know how good he is. Bringing Shane to Game 5 winners finals, like beating good players.
That's something that I was really excited to come out to this tourney because, like, I feel like, I was talking with some of the other commentators about. There's been a lot of trash talk on the Oregon page about, some of these regions.
Yeah.
The different regions of Oregon, like Portland and, Corvallis and Eugene and all of these places in Southern Oregon. They're kind of like, it's hard when you don't travel, so this is kind of an opportunity to see, like, when you put all of these players at one tourney, what happens?
I don't know, apparently this is this is a really tight game, though. Two stocks. David's got stage position, which David can do a lot with it.
Yeah.
He's a player really focused on gaining stage control. And he always would tell me, he was like, dude, do you know why getting center stage is so good? Because you can run away. If they come at you, you can run away.
It's so good. Running away is so good in this game.
Yeah, you just like, you dash back or whatever with Marth, or you wave dash back, and you get some options.
This could be a big...
What the heck? What the heck are you doing?
You're crazy.
That was awesome, actually.
I
never seen that, I don't think, so.
I know, like...
That was cool.
David's done that a couple times. I don't really like... He's playing, like, the risk-reward game of, like, oh, if I hit him on the spot dodge, I get a down tilt. But the thing is, if Chase, wins that interaction...
You die.
You die, yeah, exactly. So I really think he needs to, like, talk... maybe even like dash back, or I'm sure there's other moves Maybe like I noticed he's not grabbing. When he was really dominant on Yoshi stories, he was grabbing him and just kind of throwing him off stage over and over again. And I feel like I have not seen. That's the
Beautiful
tech I was looking for. That was great. Oh,
he
he
kind of kills himself.
Shakes
his head.
He's shaking his head. We'll see if he feels the pressure. It's
Yeah,
kind of
this
deciding.
is-
This is a really big moment against players when you like, when you're on the come up. And you're trying to play against players. Like, the question is, can you close out leads?
This is the point. It's like, this is your time to show up. Can you do it?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And
We'll see.
if
We'll
you
see
let
Qwins
if he doesn't make anything happen, David's just gonna keep chipping away.
Yeah, he's playing the attrition war right now. He's building percent. He's trying not to get hit.
And he's grabbing, like I said, more. He's not letting him just crash cancel all his, crash cancel his aerials and like his tilts. I kind of like this. Yeah, he's kind of. Ooh, I hear the mash. I could hear the.
But it's Samus. It's Samus. He ain't dead.
He ain't done. That was really clutch. That is one nice thing. That's one nice thing about Samus. If you accidentally press that air dodge, it's not the end.
You got a second.
Yeah, you got a second
option.
You can react.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, he's just pushing him off stage again.
Dang. This is that's just the tipper.
That
was
clutch.
a bold tipper. David popping off.
Popping off to his boys
Let's
in the
get
crowd.
it, David.
I think we got. Is that the carpool behind David over there?
Oh yeah.
That's the
yeah. This
boys.
is the boys.
The boys have come up.
Yeah, they're watching.
Ooh, that was a good. Right there. That
David
was like
feeling himself a little bit. And so Qwins has been telling me, he's like, I should be put on the Oregon PR, and I'm like, what wins do you have? And he's like, I beat Adam at a local. I beat so and so at a local, and I'm like, you're pretty good, Chase.
That's
but
the first step.
That doesn't matter right now. But he is making a case for himself today.
Yeah,
that's what I'll say.
Can you do it in losers semis, top 8 of?
This is what matters right now.
Yeah, this is what matters because like it's cool if you do it at locals, but you need to be able to.
Goodness.
Can you are you a player that you will consistently see in top 8s and people will be scared to play you? So that's once again he's kind of positioning. I think something I really look for when I'm analyzing sets. I notice if Mars are jumping too much. That's really something where they're opening themselves up a lot and they're kind of like struggling.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Especially like his jump is so precious.
It's something I know that Qwins really likes to go for is trying to nair people when they jump. He just will be like, all right, you're going to jump. I'm just going to stuff you in there, and then I have stage control or whatever. Or maybe he's edge guarding you then if you're high percent.
Yeah.
But, throwing out a nair as soon as they jump is also a risky thing, especially against a player like David who's not just going to let you do that. You got to really earn your mix-ups.
That's really nice. That's always when you get to play good melee. I love playing even with like players, even if I'm getting bodied. I love playing like better players because I feel like you unlock this whole part of the game where you're like mixing up people and trying to like try new things, and
you gotta you make choices not based on what matchup you're playing or whatever. You make choices based on what you've done before, what they've done before.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, that was a really good sweet spot. Let's see now. Yeah, again, David kind of has the upper hand. He's walling him out. I think he's kind of I don't know. I really
that's sick. I didn't know that would connect. He was really high percent, but
I don't think that's true. I think he read that he was just going to try and drift into him.
DI in.
Yeah. And not jump out.
I like that. That was cool.
That was it. I kind of like he's kind of pressing all the buttons, hoping he gets in. Ooh, I like that FOD. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't like that's one thing also, I feel like Marth, he kind of has that where he hits you off stage, but not every Marth is really great about always lining up the tipper because you don't always have time.
Yeah.
But being able to crouch cancel or arms attack the weak hits can be a pretty big deal, especially with a character like Samus. Ooh, I like this one.
I really like that side B actually, just to drift further in. That was cool.
He's really meticulous. I like kind of he's using the hitbox of fair. He's you can tell a Marth by when they know, sometimes on Mars know, it's oh, okay, fair down air, pin combo or whatever. But they don't always understand, what parts of fair to hit.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a
it's hard to, choose which part you're going to hit him with all the
time. Yeah, because he has so many different little minute hitboxes.
Yeah.
I remember Music King, he even had, he had 16 different examples or something like that.
Dang.
Crazy. He was talking about the hilt or the first part or what part of the arc it was at.
Yeah.
These all, if anything, that's kind of my theory. Marth is almost actually in a way kind of like Falco, where he has so many moves that he has this opportunity to always combo you.
Right. He has a lot of combo options. But in a floaty matchup, who can Samus just gets hit and moves away.
That was smart. He waited for the.
Yeah, that was.
See, this Chase gets the head nod. Knows. He knows. This
is David giving it back, like we were talking about earlier.
He's giving it back. He does
dolphin
not.
Slash out of shield.
He is not trying to hear it in that carpool.
Yeah.
And right now, this is the question. Is Chase losing focus?
I don't think so. I mean, he's David's definitely stepping up his game, but I think Qwins is, he's still playing. He is not out of this yet.
Yeah, exactly.
And he doesn't want to lose either. He would love to take another set off David and go on further in the tournament.
He's cooking a little bit here. That was really good. I think he hesitated. He probably could have missiled there.
Oh, an up tilt kills off the top.
That's
This
scary.
is where Qwins needs to put it together right here. See, this is where David loves to be. This is where obviously any player wants to be, is in the lead. Put the enemy player on their last stock.
I don't like these dash attacks. He's getting a little antsy to throw him off stage. You know what I mean? He's trying to get him off stage. And I think David's really capitalizing on that. Ooh, that was also a little. I love last stock melee. I love it. This is really where it's. Oh my god! You find out
But he
who's
didn't back air.
You find out who's clutch. You find out how you practice. How much do you know?
David's
this game.
That's what I know.
That's what I know.
Is Qwins though. And he doesn't get he's too close to grapple. What a sad way.
Ooh, he's the rip out and the handshake.
Yeah. Well,
I'd be
you
mad
hate
too.
to see it like
I'd
that.
be mad too. I can't blame him.
He jumped off. Look at David. Sigh of relief. This
job,
man
David.
has worked hard.
Look at that face.
Yeah.
That is the face of I've.